Bitcoin's price moves in cycles, rising to euphoric highs and crashing to panic-driven lows. But what if you had a data-driven tool that could take the guesswork out of it and help you buy Bitcoin at the cheapest price and sell when the risk is highest? That's exactly what the Bitcoin Omega Score is all about. This isn't just another indicator, it's a cutting edge risk model that combines on chain data, technical analysis, mining stats, and price metrics to pinpoint exactly where we are in the market cycle. I'll show you how it works and how you can use it to implement a powerful DCA strategy that helps you accumulate Bitcoin at the best prices and take profits when risk is at its highest. So, let's dive in. The Bitcoin Omega Score is a powerful market risk indicator that blends key on chain metrics, technical analysis, mining data, and price stats to give a full picture of Bitcoin's market conditions. By weighing these factors, the score highlights when Bitcoin might be overbought, oversold, or heading into a trend shift. It consolidates this data into a single value, helping you time entries and exits more effectively, ranging from 0 to 100%, with color-coded zones from low-risk dark navy blue to high-risk dark red. The score makes Bitcoin's risk level crystal clear. But why does this matter? Simply put, market cycles are driven by investor sentiment, and understanding when sentiment is pushing Bitcoin into extreme conditions, either too hot or too cold, can save you from buying at the top or selling at the bottom. The Omega score essentially acts as your guide, keeping you grounded in data so you don't get caught up in the emotion of the market. Now, let's dive into a DCA strategy that really makes the most of this indicator. Most investors use a basic DCA approach, buying a fixed amount at regular intervals, whether that's daily, weekly, or monthly, regardless of the price. It's a solid strategy, but we can take it a step further by adding scaling factors and incorporating profit-taking elements when Bitcoin enters extreme market zones. The buying rules are simple and easy to follow. Buy aggressively when the risk is at its lowest, indicated by the dark blue zones on the score. In these conditions, you'll DCA 2.5 times your normal purchase amount. For example, if your usual DCA amount is $100 per week, you'd scale that to $250 per week when Bitcoin is in the dark blue bands. If the risk is somewhere between light blue and light green, you'll DCA at 1.5 times your normal amount, which is $150 per week in this case. When Bitcoin enters the dark green to yellow range, it's more in fair value territory, so you'll return to your standard amount of $100 per week. However, as the risk climbs into the orange zones, you stop your DCA altogether and save your cash for the next market downturn. This approach not only ensures that you're accumulating Bitcoin at better prices, but it also helps you avoid buying during euphoric market conditions when prices are inflated. How aggressive you want your strategy to be will determine whether you start selling during these orange bands. For instance, once the risk hits the light or dark orange zones, you could start selling 0.5% of your holdings per day. If the risk moves into the red zones, you could increase that to 1.5% per day. Let's say you hold one Bitcoin and the market enters the red zone. You'd sell 0.015 Bitcoin per day in the red zone until the risk level drops. This selling strategy is crucial because it allows you to lock in profits gradually and systematically, without trying to time the market perfectly. Of course, you could also choose to wait and save your sells entirely for the red zone, but this approach is riskier and depends on how long you believe the price will stay in that range. It's worth noting that while the red zone signals that Bitcoin is in high-risk, overvalued territory, it doesn't necessarily mean the price will correct immediately. In fact, Bitcoin can stay in this zone for extended periods, as we saw in 2021, where Bitcoin bounced in and out of the red zone for about 3 months as it climbed to all-time highs. This gave you plenty of chances to exit some of your position. But in 2017, the peak was a more typical blow-off top pattern, where you had just over a month to take profits before the market dropped. A similar pattern played out in 2013, where we had two double peak blow-off tops. These two scenarios show that Bitcoin can behave differently in various market cycles. Some cycles are more drawn out, giving you time to adjust, while others can happen quickly, requiring decisive action. Bitcoin rarely stays in these extreme zones for long, so it's important to have a clear plan for what percentage of Bitcoin you're willing to sell, and execute that strategy based on data, not gut feeling. When analyzing the on chain data of whales and long term holders, we see that typical profit taking amounts range from 30 to 40% of their holdings at the peak. This is a reasonable approach because it allows them to lock in gains without fully exiting their positions. As always, figure out what you're comfortable with. Some people choose never to sell their Bitcoin, and I can understand that perspective as well. If you're looking to maximize profits while minimizing risk, you can dive deeper into my analysis of the Omega score over on my Substack newsletter. There, I break down exactly where we are in the market cycle and what the indicator is telling us. Using the score is a clear, data-driven strategy for buying and selling, grounded in market conditions, not emotions. By reacting to what the data is telling you rather than trying to predict what's going to happen next, you're becoming a more disciplined investor and avoiding the trap of chasing every short-term price movement. The goal here isn't to time every peak and valley, because let's be honest, no one can predict the exact top or bottom. It's about scaling your buys and sells according to risk and locking in profits when the market shows you it's time. This way, you're improving your returns while protecting yourself from the wild swings that can wipe out your gains in an instant. So, to wrap things up, using the Bitcoin Omega score really transforms how you approach investing. Instead of making decisions based on emotions or short-term market fluctuations, you're reacting to the data. This keeps you disciplined and focused on a strategy rooted in the current market conditions, allowing you to buy and sell based on risk levels, which helps maximize returns while minimizing unnecessary risk. Another key element is the dynamic DCA approach. By scaling your buys in low-risk zones, you're securing more Bitcoin at better prices. As risk increases, you lock in profits gradually without trying to time every peak and valley. It's about sticking to a plan that works, no matter the market conditions. Finally, understanding Bitcoin's market cycles and risk levels is vital. The Omega score helps you avoid buying at the top and enables you to take profits during high-risk periods. It's not perfect, and it might not play out exactly the same way this cycle as it did in previous ones, but it gives you a solid plan to follow, grounded in data rather than gut feeling. And that's all for today's analysis. Want more in-depth insights on today's topic? If you prefer written content, join my free newsletter for exclusive analysis. Click the link in the description. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.